Hello everyone. So currently it is December 5th, 2017, and the November 2017 recap just came out. And I just went over it really fast once, and there's a lot of exciting things in here that I can't wait to see. Like, this is probably one of the most amazing recaps in a while, and it's just foreshadowing V10 once again, but they were giving us more information on V10. You know, everyone in squad is waiting for V10 right now. We've been on V9 for like a year now, but yeah, looking at all these changes to V10, I mean, it's not new really the weapons or anything or the new vehicles that really get me excited. It's the new gameplay mechanics, the core infantry gameplay mechanics that they are actually going to change. So we're going to go through and talk about them. So obviously one of the biggest things in V10 is the animation update, but it's not just an animation update, it's a gameplay mechanic update. So going through some of the changes, so like for example in prone you cannot fire your weapon because your gun is down, you're crawling, whereas right now in V9 you can shoot while you're crawling. It's going to be harder to crawl and shoot at the same time. They also talking about how it's going to be harder to shoot and recover when you're sprinting. So there's going to be less run and gun, more tactical play, which I'm really excited for. I really think they need to slow down squad just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, because right now it is a little bit too run and gun. So I'm very excited. And as you can see in this GIF, he's using the PKM. So the PKM is coming to squad in V10, it looks like. Yeah, so they talk about going from prone to standing is no longer instant like it is now. There's going to be an animation to crawl and get up. So there's no more going to be drop shotting. That's going to be removed and everything like that. So I'm really excited for these small little animation tweaks that affect gameplay because it's going to make the game feel more realistic, more immersive rather than, you know, the kind of controls that we have right now. It might feel a little too run and gun, a little too arcadey, but they are working on it. Vaulting and climbing we've been talking about for a while. We've seen that demonstrated in the past recaps. It doesn't look like there's anything new in that regard. Free look does look like it's going to be coming out in V10. They previewed it a couple months back as well, so it's good to see that. Now, weapon handling changes. I don't think they've ever talked about this before, at least not in a recap, but they are going to be changing the recoil, sway, and transition times just to make it a little more realistic. Because right now the guns are like lasers. As you can see right here, there's a significant amount of recoil and sway added to the weapons now. And I think this will really drag out firefights to the proper amount of time. Because right now, it's like if you're seen, you're dead. But I think with the weapon changes, it's going to make those firefights last a little bit longer, make them a little bit more epic. And it's going to make general combat more engaging and fun because it's going to be a little bit longer of a fight rather than I see you snap, you're dead. But yeah, you can see all the weapon changes here, the recoil, the transition time, weapon down, weapon up. It's really cool. Yeah, you can see the recoil is going to be, you're going to have to be really good to control that because they're adding quite a bit. And I'm actually looking forward to it because as it currently stands right now, like it's really easy to kill people, really easy. Weapon collision. So if you're facing a wall, if you're up close against the wall, your weapon will come up to your chest and, so now you have to be wary of the tight spaces that are around you and in front of you and making sure that you can fire above or around corners. They're reducing the peripheral vision on the scoped weapons simply to kind of balance it a little without really doing too much. They're going to be making it so you're kind of tunnel visioned, which I think is fine. If you're using a scope rifle, that's the same effect you'd have. So a little bit less visibility with the rifle with the scopes, but I mean that's fine because it's a scoped rifle. They're also changing the reticles to allow them to be used to gauge the fall of your shot. So I'm guessing they're going to actually make those little chevrons and the markings on the reticle accurate and either more visible or something like that. Because right now no one really uses them; they're really for cosmetic use. So hopefully they you know, tweak them a little bit so they're actually practical on the ACOGs and stuff like that. Oh, sweet. So they're finally increasing the slight permanent zoom increase while aiming down sights. And this was always an issue for me because if you look at a weapon in squad, technically where the screen is where your cheek would be, right? When you're looking down the sights of a weapon. So technically at the screen level, but what they don't take into account is the foot distance from the monitor to yourself, right? Because if you're holding a weapon it would be, the camera would be technically correct if your face was right up against the screen, but it's not because we've got an extra foot from the monitor. So it looks like they are adjusting that. They're making that side picture bigger, which will accommodate for that 1 foot that people have between their monitor and their eyes. So the sights will be much bigger and will be the proper size, because previously I think they were a little too small because they didn't account for that length. Yeah, they're also adding the sight adjustment so you can zero your weapons. This is mainly important for the Grenadiers, the Lats, and the ARs. So, yeah, it's really cool to see that you can zero your weapons now. A new role is coming with the introduction of the HMGs, the PKM, and not the PKM, but the GPMG and the M240. So they're adding a new role for those heavy machine guns, because the light machine guns will still have, those RPKs and the SAW. But for those larger caliber HMGs that we bring into game, there will be a new role. So really excited to see that. Bipods are going to be coming as well, with the addition of these new roles and changes. They're going to be changing the rush meta. Oh my god, I love this. I love this so much. The first flag rush meta, like, it's a cool way to win. Like, okay, you win the game, but like, squad isn't a competitive game to me. It's like an experience, and I don't know, like, sitting on one flag for the whole game just to win the game, I don't know how I feel about that. I never really played squad to win. I play it to have a good time and experience different parts of the map, and record cool footage for you guys. I can't really do that with one flag rushes, and I mean, it's not fun to play. Like, it's fun. I mean, it's okay to win. Like, it's a good strategy to win right now, which is why they're changing it. But as far as coming from a fun or an entertainment standpoint, it's very dull. It's a very dull way to play the game. Vehicle changes. They're doing a couple cool additions to the vehicles. They're adding 30mm HE for anti-infantry, and then 30mm AP for vehicles on the Russian 30mm. They're also adding secondary coaxial machine guns on the BTR and the BRDM. They had these they were testing these a while ago. Looks like they're finally making their way into the game. So there will now be a secondary machine gun on the BTR and the BRDM. I am assuming that's going to be like something like 7.62 or something very light. So it won't be able to damage vehicles, but it'll be able to help with the infantry. And then there's going to be, this looks like a striker, I think. The striker, or I'm not sure. I think it's a striker. Has a smoke screen. Tell me that's not cool. Look at this. Oh my god, that's gonna be so freaking amazing. Mortars as well will have smoke screen rounds added, and I've been waiting for this for a long time, because you know how much I love indirect fire and using mortars and things like that. The ability to have not only HE but smoke rounds, and help the infantry push onto an objective with smoke rounds is going to be awesome. Calling for smoke, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. This is one of the things I'm so excited about, is mortars with smoke. They're changing logistics a little bit just for quality of life stuff. So you have 2,000 points worth of space, and you can choose ammo or construction now, not both or one or the other. You can choose, if you want a mix, or if you want full on ammo or full on building supplies. So it's really cool to see that, just giving us a little more control over some of the mechanics. And then they're changing the round start timer to a staging area, which is like how we do in squad ops when we have our little brief. This is going to be awesome for squad ops because we have that in-game brief time as well, and it's going to be in vanilla games too. So I'm really excited to see all this. This is going to be the biggest patch. It's going to be like the most amazing game changes that I've ever wanted in like the past year. It's going to slow down the game, going to make it feel more hardcore, going to give it a really cool feel to it. Recoil changes, animation changes, vehicle additions to the existing vehicles, smoke mortars, all that cool stuff. Like, I can't wait. Can I get V10 for Christmas, please? Like, this is all I want. This is all I want. It looks so good. It looks so good. But yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of this recap. It's so exciting. I mean, it's got to be coming out soon. I imagine V10's like right around the corner, if they're showing this much of V10. So I don't know. If you're going to ask me, I'd say I'm just going to cross my fingers and say V10 for Christmas, just because I'm optimistic like that. But if it's not, it's not. But yeah, hopefully V10 for Christmas. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.